outfit change.
Now, some of you may or may not know this, but our mom is actually our stylist. And actually, yes, and both of our parents are here in the venue tonight. Our dad is our manager/janitor, and we all work together as a family to create our music videos.
Including the Lost This music video, which we filmed in New York City, and so we basically spent the whole day running around, and our dad was following us everywhere with the camera. So honestly, none of this would be possible without our parents.
And I know I see some parents in the building, so let's just take a second to show some love to all the incredible parents here tonight. Give it up for our parents. It's time for another challenge. Now this next one is all about music, our music to be exact.
We're each going to give our team a lyric from one of our songs, and then your job is to try and guess which song of ours stars the lyric is from. Okay? So as soon as you think you know the song, based on the lyric,
Yes.
shout it out. Okay?
Right, I have a stopwatch here, and we're gonna time how long it takes each team to guess the song based on the lyric. That's how we're gonna determine the winner.
So when it's your team's turn, shout out the song title as soon as you think you know it.
Okay. Ready?
Why don't you start over here?
Okay. Let's start, Amelia. Here is your lyric. Here's your lyric. It's in the air so electric.
Oh!
Oh my god!
That was 1.38 seconds.
Alright, Team Ray Ray. Here's your lyric. You ready for this? I'm not wasting a tear out of these pretty eyes.
Yep, that was good. That was 1.56 seconds.
Alright, alright.
Okay.
You time.
Team G-Force.
G-Force. Let's do this. Okay, ready? Get the timer ready. Going into summer again.
You can't do that. Yeah. Run it back. You can't say the song title and the lyric that you give.
You gotta pick another one. Pick another one.
Don't say try.
Good try, though.
Okay, love you guys too. Okay, ready? Hold on tight. Don't say goodbye.
Whoa. Okay, we have a clear winner of this round because I didn't even start the timer and you guys got it. So,
G-Force.
wow.
All right. This next song we're going to be singing is off of our debut EP, Undercover in Love. It's actually the title track, Undercover in Love. And I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but we filmed the music video while we were on tour. And it was so much fun to film when we traveled the world, and the song's super special. So, here we go.
Undercover, it's a fantasy. Picture perfect in a world with you and me. Please read this song. I'll sing along to your favorite melody. Make all tomorrow, but feel too strong. So come close to the space between. Knocking on the door, a little more. Back together, like we was before. Undercover, it's a fantasy. Picture perfect in a world with you. Undercover, it's a fantasy. Picture perfect in a world with you. I'd like to be the two of us to be together. Make me be undercover in love. Safe to see, sitting here. You know I make good company. Without you, I'm going to spend all. And you could be my favorite distraction. Knocking on the door, a little more together, like it was before. Undercover, it's a fantasy. Picture perfect in a world with you. Undercover, it's a fantasy. Picture perfect in a world with you. If we break out the recipe, then we still have time to make us feel. It's a fantasy. Picture perfect in a world with you. Undercover, it's a fantasy. Picture perfect in a world undercover. You're meant to be, supposed to be.
We're gonna slow it down a bit for this next song. I've gotta say, it feels very special to be here with you all tonight. I know it takes planning and travel arrangements to come out to a show, so we don't take it for granted that you're here. And I want us for the rest of the night to try and be as present as possible, because before we know it, this beautiful moment we're sharing together is going to become a memory we're looking back on. And while time does fly, sometimes there are certain people and memories that you know will never fade. They're timeless.
This next song is one that Raina had actually written by herself. And when me and Gabriella heard it for the first time, we were just so moved by it, and we thought it was such a special message that we wanted to put it out into the world. So this is our first ever ballad that we released.
It's timeless.
Days go flying by too soon. I realize monstrosities. Time disappears. Here we are. It's so beautifully bittersweet. Don't want this moment to get caught in me. My memory, 'cause I remember you. Yeah, my heart stays sleeping sound even when you're not around. I know that you're there, and I will always believe. But here we are, it's so beautifully bittersweet. Don't want this moment to get caught in me. My memory, 'cause I remember you. There's no turning back the seconds, no speed bumps ahead. We can't slow it down, so we gotta accept the emotions and just live in the moment.
That's right.
Beautiful voices.
Yes, you guys sing so beautifully. Okay, I'm gonna take us into this next song, and this has one of my favorite music videos. It is a music video that we filmed in one continuous take, which means that there was no cuts and no breaks in the music video at all. So, what we did is we brought two big pianos out onto a trail in our city, and we danced from one piano to the next in one take. Yep, I think I'm hearing it. You guys know what song, right? Okay, let's hit it.
All right. 2025 is our year to thrive.
We've still got time to make this year the best year yet.
Here's your invitation, and I'm going to chase it. Find the sunshine, stay out of the dark. It's all we get stuck in the moment. Confident, knowing it will go, yeah. There's beauty in the long run, so enjoy the ride. When the world
That song always gets me pumped up. Alright. Hay una canción en español que no hemos cantado. ¿Lo sabes?
Well, in case you didn't get that, we have one more song in Spanish that we haven't sung. Do you know what it is? You all know what it is.
Let's sing it with us. No puedo favorite music video, but that one has to take the cake because I got to live out a childhood dream of mine.
Yeah, Molly got to ride a horse on the beach in Puerto Rico.
It was beautiful, you guys.
The beach was stunning and the horse was so sweet.
Her name was Athena, and she made my job very easy. And not only did I get to do that, but we also got to film in this 200-year-old house. It was really, really cool.
It was a little bit spooky though.
At night, yeah. Well, you guys know what that means.
You know what that means?
Okay, I feel like we've gotten really close over this last hour or so, right? I feel like we're connected in a way, right? So, for this last challenge, instead of sister telepathy, this is charm telepathy.
Right, we have 5 cards here, each with a number 1 through 5, and we're going to take turns picking a number, and whichever team guesses correctly wins.
All right, so if it's your team's turn and you think you know the number that we've chosen, you're just gonna shout it out. And whichever number we're hearing the loudest is gonna be your team's answer.
That's right.
Okay? So I feel like Team Ray should start.
Okay, yep.
Okay, ready? Let me just pick a number real quick. right.
Okay,
Got
hold
it.
it close, hold it close.
Oh, don't look. Okay.
Okay.
What are we thinking? Two. Okay. I feel like two is kind of what I'm hearing the loudest. Two. Okay. Okay, I think two. Unfortunately, it was one. That's
You
alright.
guys were close, you were one off. That's pretty close. Okay. Team A game, here we go. I have my number. Okay, what do you think it is? I am seeing a lot of fours. That's four. I'm seeing some threes.
I feel like they're saying
Mainly
four, mainly.
Okay, you guys. You were so close. It was three! So close! Okay, let's see if G-Force can beat us.
We gotta win this point, G-Force. All right. Hold this. Okay. I have my number. What do you guys think? I see fours and fives. Fives and fours.
Okay, how about this? Ready? If you think it is four, let me hear you. Okay, if you think it's five, let me hear. Okay, so four.
Okay, it's four. Okay, it was. All right, G-Force. It was five.
Every single one was one off.
Alright, I guess that means no one gets a point that round.
That's okay.
We
All right,
stay.
before we announce the winners of the Triple Charm Showdown, we just want to say we love you all today, tomorrow, forever. This is
You all have been the most amazing hype crowd.
Yes.
The best audience.
It is time to announce the winners of the Triple Charm Showdown!
Okay, it's time for the moment of truth. Wait, who's been keeping track of the points? Gabby, you were right.
I thought you were supposed to.
Oh, what? guys
Have you guys been keeping track?
Does anybody have any?
0-1.
Does someone have a score?
I feel like we need to figure this out.
Do you have the envelope?
Oh!
Thank you so much. Okay, somebody's been keeping track. Okay,
We have a winner.
you guys. The ultimate charm champions are. Drum roll, please. Team Aiden! I am so proud of you. Good job, team. You all did amazing. I think we should celebrate. Here we go.
Walking around here singing, it ain't quiet. So we come on to sing it. It's in my body. I make it look so easy. Just call me Bobby, 'cause I'm living my dreams. And ooh, scratch your name out of the alphabet. Ooh, I erase you from my brain. Ooh, I don't care if there's nothing left. Time after time, we'll be singing.
You've been an amazing crowd. If you stay for the post-show meet and greet and you have a purple band, we're going to make a single file line along the edge here of the banister to meet the girls.